Well, hello and welcome to All Hallows Eve. This is Money, Markets, and Motivation with Mike. It is brought to you for information and educational purposes only. It is your duty to do your own due diligence to see if what we're doing is something you would like to do. Um, so, our word of the day is valediction, the action of saying farewell, or a statement or address made at or as a farewell. The valediction at her retirement party left everyone teary-eyed. So that is our word of the day. And in the spirit of Halloween, Shakespeare has brought all of this to light that we share. And here's a verse from one of his more popular plays. I am thy father's spirit, doomed for a certain term to walk the night, and for the day confined to fast in fires, till the foul crimes done in my days of nature are burnt and purged away. So that is from Hamlet. So there we go. And off we go into look at the heat map. The heat map, NVIDIA continues to do well. Amazon cleared an area because of their strong earnings. Tesla is up about 3%. Palantir is up 3.25%. The banks seem to be doing well. Wells Fargo is up over 1% today. Eli Lilly continues to do well. It's up 2.27%. And it looks like we got a little bounce in Chevron Corporation here. In aerospace, Howmet is doing well. And we will continue on, moving on to crypto. Crypto gets a bounce today. Bitcoin was over 110 earlier. It's pulling back a little bit. Ethereum is up. XRP is up. And Litecoin is up. So that is a story there. Now I'm just going to move over to our advertorial of the day. So if you think markets are peaking out and they're going to turn down like some people have been talking for a crash, this is a portion of your portfolio would be great to put it in here because it goes up when the market goes up, does not go down when the market goes down, and keeps ascending like an ascending base. And it beats index investing by about 5% per year and protects your money. So if you want to learn more about that, please reach out to me. And we are going back to our charts. So this is MicroStrategy. It popped up about 5% today, $14.89. Doesn't really show it here on the chart, but it looks like it has filled the gap down from yesterday. Take a look at Amazon. Amazon pops up 10.67%. Huge gap up. I would say that was a breakout. So now we are going to move on to the indexes. This is the NASDAQ. It's up 0.68%. The equal weight on the NASDAQ is up 0.52%. It's right in this kind of pause zone, which is kind of healthy. The S&P 500 is up 0.49%. It's got a gap up here, did undercut the gap. Under our gap up rules, we said if it undercuts a gap to shed that, but it is kind of holding steady here. The RSP is up 0.32%. IWM is up 0.47%. And the Dow Jones is up 0.24%. So off we move to the VIX. The VIX is up 0.33%. You don't see that usually, where the VIX is up when the markets are up. It tried to break out here earlier. It has filled one of the gaps. We got another gap right about here that it will fill eventually. It's an oscillating index that pretty much fills all the gaps. I think we have, not sure if this is a gap that it hasn't filled, but we have a gap up here definitely that it hasn't filled. So that's something to look out for. Because when the VIX moves up, generally the S&P moves down. And now we move over to 20-year Treasury is moving up. Interest is moving up. 0.76% is up to 3.312%. Look at the 10-year Treasury. It is off a little. That is strange. It's at 4.68% interest. And now we move over to aerospace. It's up 0.37%. NLR, it's off 1.5%. So I was reading an article the other day, and it said to look out for these three companies next year. Oklo is down 2.28%, but it is in a tight range, which is, so it's building a shelf. So we'll continue to watch that. LEU is down 3.23%. Looks like it's building a shelf as well. And SMR, which is New Scale Power Corporation, it's actually up 4.5% today. So that is a story. You may want to put those on your watch list. Now let's move over to financials. 52.46, and Wells Fargo Corporation getting to the top of its base there, up 1.27% to 87.08. And we move on to KBWB, taking out MasterCard and Visa, and it is up 0.56% today. Moving on to energy. Energy is up 1.11%. This is Chevron. Got a pretty bullish move there. It's an engulfing harami. You can see it engulfs like 3 days at least with that move. On to communications. It's up 0.44%. Google continues to be the leader there. It's off 0.55%. Meta had that big downdraft yesterday. It's down another 2.29% today. Utilities are up down 0.46%, looking like much worse earlier. Had a big gap down. Look at VST. And that is down 0.89% right now. Real estate is up 0.24%. Home builders up 0.4%. Biotech, which has been a leading index, is up 0.53%. The other biotech is up even higher, up 1.14%. Software is bouncing up 1.33% after a big sell-off yesterday. Technology is up 0.47%. Infrastructure is up 0.76%. Semiconductors up 0.32%. Airlines, they're up 1.24%. Look at XLY, where is up 2.72% today with that big move on Amazon. And take a look at Tesla. Tesla is up a little over 3% today. Industrials up 0.52%. We'll see if it can break out of this range. This is healthcare. Healthcare is pretty flat for the day. Consumer continues to gap down on the consumer pricing. It is off 0.2% today. Building materials, it's pretty flat for the day. And XME is up 0.64% today. And I read an article last night that uranium is the area that people probably should invest in. They were mainly talking about CCJ and Denison Mines was a small one, and it's off 0.31%. Also talking about Energy Fuels. It is off 5% today. So that is the story there. And now we're going to take a look where the big money is flowing. I'm going to pause for a second. So this is Cloudflare. It is up 13.15% today. Reddit. I can get my cursor to the right spot. Reddit is up 8.93%. It did fall considerably from where it was at one point. This is up 15% right now. That is pretty amazing. This is SPX Technologies, up $32 today. BKV, pretty lopsided base. Pulled all the way back here, came back again. Didn't come back as far, but looks pretty volatile. EVTX. Sure, if this move, this almost looks like the previous Travere Therapeutics. Looks like very similar to the previous one. Also very volatile, going all over the place. Viavi Solutions is up another 4.42% after gapping up on a very big basis yesterday. Look at this volume down here. That was just amazing. Longest volume in this base, I guess you would call it. Western Digital continues to perform. It's up another 9.34%. STX, read an article yesterday. This is now the #1 performing stock on the S&P 500. It is down 3% today. It knocked Palantir out of the water there. Maybe with Palantir's gain today, it has moved back. It's hard to tell, but it is up 3%. Vent Electric gaps up 10.41%. Remember when we talk about the gap up rules, you can buy on the gap up, and as long as it doesn't go below the low of the gap up, you can continue to stay. I'll show you one of our holdings later that is in that area. Lending Tree. There is a number of these in here. We're not going to look at all of them. Lending Tree is up 1.71%. RBC Bearings, huge bullish harami there. I'm going to pause as we take this call. So this is A-Lab in the semiconductor area. It had a gap up today all the way to 200, and then now it's pulled back a little bit. Still, it's up 11.5%. Now we're just going to kind of take a look at some of the positions we hold. App Loving, it's up 0.275%. It's kind of working on a shelf here, so we'll see if it can take off there. I believe they have their earnings coming up soon. Digital. So this is the gap up. It did kind of violate the gap up rule here, but we got back in right over here. And it is kind of holding steady right here, right around, I believe that's right around 35. Bros, we did sell one of our options yesterday. It is up 0.3%, as I believe a day or two from now that they do have their earnings. We looked at Palantir earlier. NVIDIA is starting to heat up again. So it is up 0.65%. Micron Technology continues its hot streak. It's almost up 100 points from where we bought it. BE did slightly undercut the gap up. But we continue to hold. It is up 2.82% today. American Superconductor, we continue to hold this one. It's kind of bouncing around, but it's still staying around the $60 figure. It's right now at 58.86. And I believe that'll wrap up what we're currently holding. And that'll be our chart analysis for the day. And now we are going to go over to our quote of the day. Quote of the day comes from Oscar Wilde. I believe we had him last week as well. A mask tells us more than a face. So there we have it. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Thanks for tuning in. Happy Halloween. Go out there and make somebody smile today. This has been Money, Markets, and Motivation with Mike. Take care, everyone.